Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to talk about 5 new cozy mystery series that are launching this year that have not launched yet but are going to be launching sometime this year, or there's one that's launching this month, February, but the rest are like mostly in May actually that'll be launching. So these are 5 series that I'm personally excited for. So our first book is called Bear Witness, and it's an Alaska Untamed mystery by Lark Jensen, and this is going to be coming out May 10th of this year. So our main character in this book is named Stacy, and she is in Alaska, of course, based on the title, and she is a huge naturalist. She's somebody who just can't, have like a normal like 9-to-5 job in an office. She needs to be outdoors constantly, so she actually runs a boat tour in Alaska. So one afternoon she is taking passengers along the side of this beautiful water that she does her tours on, and essentially one of the passengers, a man, just keeps asking her tons of questions, is really pushy, kind of in her face a bit, and she doesn't know him. He's a complete stranger, so she's not really sure what's up, but she just tries to ignore it. However, later on they actually find this man dead in the water on the tour, so she's kind of now like, oh my goodness, was there a reason he was trying to get to know me so much? What is his story? So she brings the passengers back and she starts working on this case, trying to figure out who this tourist was, why he was so pushy and testy, and what exactly happened to him. On top of that, her boat is taken in for police evidence, and it's just searched bottom to top for clues and evidence to see if Stacy was involved somehow. So she's kind of wanting to clear her own name and business as well, like, hey, I didn't do anything here, and just help this tourist victim out and find out what happened to him. And something I like about this personally, because I love dogs, is that Stacy has a beautiful blue-eyed husky named Sasha, which I'll put a picture on screen of a husky if you're not familiar which breed that is, but they are such beautiful dogs. They are so gorgeous. Love it. So that was just a fun little thing I wanted to throw in because I love huskies. Definitely love huskies. So our next book is also coming out on May 10th, and this is called The Smile Beach Murder, which is an Outer Banks Bookshop mystery by Alicia Bessette. So in this book, our main character's name is Callie, and she is a reporter. However, she is unfortunately laid off. So she ends up moving back to her home, which is Cattail Island, and taking a job at a local bookshop. And this is just in time, unfortunately, for her mother's kind of infamous death anniversary, because her mother years ago had fallen from a lighthouse in the area and passed away in that capacity. And Callie had always suspected that it wasn't a suicide. However, it was ruled as such. There wasn't any evidence of foul play that was found. However, shortly after returning and her mother's anniversary, another woman is actually found fallen from the same lighthouse, which is bringing more suspicion up, and it's right around the same anniversary as her mother's. So she starts looking into it and trying to really, if you heard that, I'm sorry, that was my dryer. So she starts to really look into the history and try to figure out what exactly happened. She doesn't believe her mother died from suicide. She doesn't believe this woman jumped either, especially because she knows something about this woman, that she had just recently uncovered a treasure hunt or treasure map or something, which you got my attention right there. If there's anything to do with treasure hunting, maps, historical artifacts, I'm there. So she had discovered something related to that before her death, and then she mysteriously ended up falling off of the lighthouse. So Callie is on the case trying to figure out exactly what happened, because she's just looking at it and nothing is adding up. So this is the new series. I'm personally really excited for it. I think the cover, the colors on it are really striking. Let me know what you guys think down below. Alright, so our next book is coming out March 15th, and this is called Under Lock and Skeleton Key by Gigi Pandian. This is part of a new series from a critically acclaimed author. It's called The Secret Staircase Mystery. You're gonna love the profession, the theme for this. It blows my mind. It's so cool. So basically our main character's name is Tempest, and she's recently had some kind of accident, so she's moved back home to California because she's just really, homesick, needs time to recover, and she's missing her grandfather's homemade Indian food, which, that sounds so good. My husband and I went and got Indian food for our Valentine's Day, and it was delicious. I love curry. So she's returned back to California, and she's kind of recovering. She doesn't really want to get sucked back into her family's business, but she kind of ends up being sucked into the family business, which is, I don't even know what to call this business, but essentially the business creates hidden staircases, rooms behind bookshelves, kind of think a Scooby-Doo episode with all the hidden rooms and like things behind bookshelves and hidden compartments and stuff that they have in the series. Her family basically makes those. However, one day she's helping out with her family's business when they discover this wall that wasn't supposed to be like there, and when they remove it they find the body of her former stunt double, which now I'm curious, is she like an actress? I'm assuming something along those lines if she had a stunt double, and she's wondering, was she the intended target? And I guess there's also some sort of curse on the Raj family, and so she is kind of curious, like was she like, you know, was this meant to be me? Is this part of the family curse, or do I have like a hitman out to get me? What exactly is going on here? So that is kind of the roundup of this mystery series, and I just thought that sounded so unique. I love the concept of a business that builds like bookshelves that move and like secret rooms. Like I need. If I ever get fabulously wealthy, I'm going to have a big house and it's going to have hidden rooms and it'll be really awesome, and I'll live out my childhood dreams that way. But this just sounded really interesting to me. I just talked about it as well. If the video is up, I'll link it above in my new March Cozy Mysteries, so definitely stay tuned. If that's not up already, it will be short. So this book will already be out by the time this video is coming up. It was released on February 8th, and it's called Live Local and Dead, a Vermont radio mystery. And this book is by Nikki Knight, and in this book our main character's name is Jay, and she is a DJ radio for the Vermont radio station. And it sounds like she has a little bit of a temper, because our book starts with her blowing the head of a snowman off with a Revolutionary War style musket. If that doesn't catch your attention, I don't know what will. But unfortunately there's actually a corpse inside the snowman, so it's uncovered that there's a corpse there, and the governor, who happens to be like an ex-flame of hers, is on the scene, which is not making her look too good. And she also, the man in the snowman that was found was also someone she recently fired, so this is looking all kinds of bad for Jay. She's quickly suspected of the crime. She just had this really big breakdown like of anger, even though she didn't actually kill the person, but you know, it doesn't look good for her. She recently fired them. There's all these different problems that are coming up, and to top it off, the only people she really has in her corner are her cat, and as the summary put it, a flatulent moose that likes to hang around the Vermont radio station. So it's up to her to quickly clear her name before everything goes downhill, which this summary just had so many delightful, like funny little bits in it, so I think this will be kind of it has some good humor to it, I think. Let me know if you've read anything by this author or if this interests you, because I think this one sounds pretty good. And our very last one is called Renovated to Death, a Domestic Partners mystery series, and this is by Frank Anthony Polito. So this book is actually a little unique because the main characters are actually two men, which, as you can tell by the other ones in this book video that I'm talking about, or other videos if you've seen them of mine, most cozy mystery sleuths, I'd say, are usually female, especially the ones that are more like amateur sleuths. Yeah, Peter and JP are our main characters, and they're actually working to renovate this Tudor-style mansion owned by identical twin brothers. And what's super interesting is that one of the brothers is actually a mystery writer, and the other one has experience as a cop, so I kind of like that twist on it, that they kind of have an interest in crime in some way or another already. And while they're renovating this house, they unfortunately find one of the twin brothers dead on the floor. And they quickly find out that there is this huge rap list of people who wanted this person dead. There's ex-lovers, there's this bartender who had it out for him. Even his own twin brother wasn't thrilled about renovating this place that they own together. So there's a lot of suspects that could be, you know, interested in murdering this man. And this book will be out on May 31st. I'm actually really intrigued by this. I really haven't read many cozy mysteries that feature men, like, at all. I think I've read, there was one by Rhys Bowen called, I think it's Evan, like Constable Evan, I've read a couple of, which was pretty good. Then of course you have like Agatha Christie, and like Sherlock Holmes even is like in the kind of cozy, like classic genre. So I've read those, but I haven't read too many cozy mysteries featuring men, so, especially contemporary. So I'm actually really interested in this one. Let me know what you think. I like the idea of someone fixing up homes, because I feel like that gives you great access and an easy excuse to trespass and like sneak around for clues. So this one sounds really interesting to me. But anyways, that wraps up our video today. Let me know in the comments down below if any of these struck your fancy, and if there's any other series this year that are coming out that you're really excited for. I'd love to hear it down below. And before you leave, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I do upload new mystery book content every single week for you. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!